Howdy mates, good afternoon. Here's my third video log today that I wanted to make. I'm actually visiting the nature center that's found at Battelle Darby Creek Metro Park. However, it's not open to go inside, which is a total bummer. But you may be thinking, is that cattle up there? Nope, that is your beloved bison, specifically prairie bison, as a matter of fact. Just look at them. See that? They're out grazing right now. So you may be thinking, you may have also heard of the term buffalo and bison. I'm sure many of you have had those terms confused with each other, so I'm going to actually help provide some information that can help you guys tell the difference. So, to start off, buffalo and bison are two different groups, even though they both fall under the category of bovid. And see, one difference between the both of them has to do with their physical appearance. So in this case, bison, for instance, they're actually a bit smaller in terms of size than that of a buffalo. The bison that you can see, their horns are actually a bit smaller too in size. It's probably only, like, if you were to have one right in my hand, it'd probably be like 6 inches or even a foot long. Unlike a buffalo, their horns are huge, like really big. Like you probably figure a couple of feet long. And bison too, you can kind of see that they have like you can't really, unfortunately I can't zoom in, but they usually have a winter coat on them. Kind of gives them like a shaggy appearance. Unlike with buffalo, for instance, usually their skin or their hide is a lot smoother in terms of the texture. And a good way to remember with buffalo, for instance, they're bigger, like in terms of just physical size. And you got to think, you may have heard of the word buff. So buffalo are quite large, and buff, that's a good way to remember. But there is, for one instance, you have an example of a Cape buffalo or water buffalo. And those usually inhabit parts of Asia and Africa. So there's no buffalo in North America. You'll only see bison in North America. Now, that's why they're often confused with each other. And folktale has it that back when settlers were in this area, you figure back in the 17 to 1600s, people just used the term buffalo, and it practically stuck since then, though technically they are considered bison. And unfortunately, to this day, those terms are still confused with one another. Another good way, too, to tell if you are looking at a bison is they're known to have beards on them, just like myself. So yeah, you could say I could identify as a bison. How about that? And actually, this necklace here that my mentor, Captain Planet, with his real name Garrett Stewart, who runs the Eco Preservation Project, these dark pieces here, that is actually bone coming from bison, and it's real material. That's what that dark material is, and it's real. And usually bison help symbolize wisdom. But good news is the state of Indiana, for instance, they're actually opening up some prairies in the area, or just throughout the state in general, and they're trying to repopulate the bison in this area. Quite remarkable. And you can see, too, there's different pastures out here. They move them throughout different pastures because they try to prevent a high amount of overgrazing from happening. If there's too much overgrazing, that will ruin some of the quality of native plants in the area. But yeah, quite neat. And I may actually share an article with you guys just so that you guys can help know the difference between a buffalo and a bison, just to help inform you guys so that you can properly identify them. So alrighty, thought I would share that with you guys. Hope you learned something out of the video. You don't really get to see too many of bison anymore, even though they used to be some of the most abundant mammals in North America. And unfortunately, they've been highly driven to exploitation due to the material of their horns and their hide, and even their meat too. But yeah, hope all of you enjoy your Saturday. And once again, Journey on a Journey is out. Take care, folks.